sound, I got that heat, let's go.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Good evening, everybody.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, thank you for hanging with me, Auburn. I see the beach is out here hanging with us.
Yeah.
God bless America.
I hunt and peck on the keyboard. That's how I type. So
You and me both. And Auburn.
And me too.
So yeah, I do a lot of hunt and peck. I can get kind of quick though. I can.
Yeah.
If I can hit like about 5 or 6 keys in a row, I feel like I'm on a roll.
Now I need more light to see the freaking keyboard.
Oh God, yeah. Let's not even talk about that. That's you're not supposed to be looking at the keys because.
Oh no, I have to look at the keys.
Back in the olden days,
Yeah, I know.
taking typing class.
Yep.
So.
I always told the teacher I ain't fucking made for speaking. You know what I mean? I can't. Nope.
Can't do it.
My fingers just don't sit on the keys that way. They're too long.
I can type without looking at the keys, but nobody will know what the hell I'm saying or trying to say because you can't read it.
Well, that's like me sending text messages because most of the time Blue has something goes, "What are you saying in this?" I'm like, "Oh, I didn't read it. I just typed it. I just yeah." So hey, great today. Nice to see everybody. Thank you for joining me, Auburn. Thank you for getting some of our topics today.
Yeah.
Man, he's on it.
Yeah,
to Beach, I hope you're doing well.
Yeah. What I saw you were going to talk about, so I'm like, ooh, good. I get to bitch about something.
Yeah, well, we're going to try to talk about
the
the one topic we're going to try to talk about, but I got to kind of dance around with it. I meant Alban got me sidetracked. I was going to look for some screenshots. Hey, Alban, see if you can find some screenshots on that one topic that I was concerned about talking about it, but I was trying to figure out how I was going to do it.
Oh, okay,
Just maybe
okay,
some
okay.
screenshots.
Yeah, I gotta think how I could get a screenshot of it.
Oh no, you go to their website or something. Maybe
Oh,
they
okay,
got a
okay.
website that,
All right, no problem. Okay.
So we're gonna talk about. So hey, well, we'll say hey everybody. We got lots of people up in here. I saw Steve hanging with us. Thank you for hanging with us, Steve Franklin, Michael hanging with us, Eddie G. Nice. So Heels joined us. Shrink
Hey,
Sharon,
Sophia.
thank you. Mandy, who I plan on having breakfast with next week some point.
That's great.
Canuck Gal. Roger is only going to be here part time today because he's got family.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Roger.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's coming up. But tomorrow. Yep. So yeah, Alban's on top of that. Motorman.
I try.
You are. Technic. Nice to see you. Trevor's joining us. Elthros joining us.
Hey,
Autobahn. Oh, what Autobahn? Autobahn in the building. Wow, I didn't know that name. Dimitri, nice of you to join us. Next Level Tech. If Next Level Tech wants to jump on the show, hit up Alban or hit up me. I may be slow to pick up. Sometimes I don't have Telegram open. I have it kind of closed. So we got lots of going on. Did someone say breakfast? I don't think we said breakfast yet.
No, you did already.
Did I? All right.
Yeah, for Mandy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
See, I've already been started for the evening. So
See,
my
it's
memory's
the freaking weed, His memory wasn't that great to begin with. Now he's up there and he's freaking smoking a weed 24/7.
No, it's not no 24/7. I really don't enjoy as much as I did when I was young. But yeah, that probably didn't help in the last 30 minutes. I did try some of that, and so I'm a little bit slow. We'll see. We'll see how many times I say because the more I smoke, the more I say
Yeah.
It does happen. So it's going to be even more than normal. Let's see what we got. Big topic the last couple days. Let me see. Let me share one of my screens over here. Let's see. Boom. Let's see. How's that sharing for us over here, Alban? How's it doing?
It's sharing.
I was trying to see what it looks like. Okay, so it makes it over on the side like normal. Okay, so big topic today, or the last couple days, some YouTubers have jumped on this, that Android 11 is going to be is getting close to being released on NVIDIA Shields. Now, NVIDIA Shields skipped Android 10 and is going to go to 11. Anybody that has an NVIDIA Shield is running Android 9. Most people get real super excited whenever these new things come out. I think that the biggest changes happened on the last update when they went to that Android TV layout where it has that little ad in the layout the way it is. It's a big change. But there is some cool things. And I'll show you where the article came from. XDA, they actually talked about the images and the way that it got leaked is if you've ever done a factory reset on of your NVIDIA Shield, it has to basically wipe and it can grab a new image, recovery image. The Android 11 image was posted on their recovery page. People saw it and they saw that it was the newest Android. Since then, NVIDIA has removed it off of their website. So there's some leaked copies of this recovery image that are out there because NVIDIA removed it. But what it is a sign of is that NVIDIA has prepped it. It's ready to go. So if they're making that their image, a backup image, that means they're getting really close to releasing it. So if you were a person that was around yesterday or the day before and you went to the website, you could download the image, but you had to download it, then hook it to a PC. There's quite a few steps. It wasn't just going to automatically do it, but we can expect it to happen very soon. And I know all of us have Shields.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the items that's going to be in Android 11 for the TV. Now, not all these items will necessarily be in the NVIDIA Shield, but it's going to be in Android 11 for the Android TV. So Android 11, which is the OS for the Android TV, and NVIDIA tends to take a lot of those features and run with them. So what we can kind of expect after seeing what Android 11 has for Android TVs. One of the things is scope storage. So what it's going to be able to do is it's basically going to create a user folder. Any of you guys that are Kodi folks, we know about user data or an app data or user data folder. It's going to create that kind of a folder where the application can put files into that folder and allow it. Now you'll be able to allow outside of that one folder, but it'll be another permission. If you guys have your Android phone, you've probably seen this where it says, if you're wanting to use an application, it says use it anytime, deny it, or only when using this app. That most likely we may see that feature added to the NVIDIA Shield. A biggest thing that I think that's going to affect us Shield users is the auto low latency mode, which is basically kind of like your lag. So this is supposed to help with your streaming lag, and because people have found that they're wanting to stream their movies better, and this is for their phone, Android, movies, games, or Zoom, Skype calls, all that stuff, video conferencing. So it's going to run a little bit smoother. So in this article, what it talks about, one of the things, it's just going to help with the processing of the images and the graphics coming in. Auto low latency mode allows devices to disable post-processing features to reduce latency, which would be like your lag. This feature is most useful for games, movies, and video conferencing apps where low latency results in a the best experience. So this feature is going to be in Android 11. Most likely, this will be added into the Shield's image. Fingers crossed. I think that this could help with some people just making the when you have not as good internet, it should be able to help with that processing on streaming. And then the other big thing that I think will affect us is they're going to there's more controllers that are going to be able to be plug and play, more controllers, game pads, stuff like that. But and also some like other kinds of extenders, like using a remote and using special remotes, or maybe even using your phone to handle your Android TV. I think those are your two big items that are going to affect us for Shield. So, what do you guys? Android 11? I mean, are you guys looking forward to the new update for the Shield?
I'd like to have the 11. I was just discussing it with you, but yeah, I would go for that new update. If I would have known, it would have been as simple as just trying to reset it earlier. To get that, I would have done it. But if I have to wait now, I have to wait.
You know what I'd like to see NVIDIA do on the Shield? Spread the distance out between the USB ports on the back. Could they make it any freaking tighter? Because on mine, I had to take the freaking USB cable and a knife and freaking shave it down so I could plug in two USB devices. So NVIDIA, spread it out a little, a freaking quarter-inch. There's two USB slots. It would be nice to plug two USB devices in there at the same time. So there you go, NVIDIA, bastards.
You heard it from Uncle Sam, the bald eagle. Yep. The bald eagle there. You're right. It is a very close space in the back of the NVIDIA Shield. All those wires are really close, to be honest. Yeah. They are really close together in there, and it does. I have seen that on my PC where you had to, like you said, shave it down to be able to get things to fit. I haven't had the issue with with those HDMIs or the USB, but they're all like this. So you got this HDMI and this USB comes really close, and does make it pretty difficult. So hopefully that gets, but that's not gonna. Maybe that's gonna come out. Everyone keeps talking about when's the new Shield coming out. Nobody really knows. People speculate. What's this? 2021. Yeah. Maybe 2022. I don't think that it's not gonna be released very soon because we haven't heard any rumors at all about it.
Right.
But the biggest thing is people can bitch about the cost of an NVIDIA Shield, but you get good quality, and you've got updates. This is even going to update the 2015, because if you look here, it shows you what models that there's recovery, and it goes all the way back to the 2015. Whereas
Okay.
most stuff we get, most devices, after a number of years, they quit updating it, and they say, well, you got to get the newest model to get updates. We've seen that with phones and all kinds of different stuff. So NVIDIA has not stopped updating all the way back to their oldest one. So
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we may
I
see
gotta love them for that, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is a good thing.
I was when I first got into this, my first box was like an M8S. You know, I think I paid like $29 for it. You know, AliExpress, like everybody else got it. I was fine, and I mean, I knew I would start watching, you know, you and other people and talk about NVIDIA Shield. I'm like, I ain't paid $200 for a regular, you know. Then it would start freezing up and started having issues. So I went and bought one. And after I bought it, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I should have bought one 2 years ago when I first heard people tell me. So if you're like me, cheap, and you're using a cheap box, you want better, you know, there you go.
Yeah,
Spend
and the thing
money,
is,
get a Shield.
yeah, and again, it has better hardware.
Yeah.
And I mean, better chips. It's going to have your better Wi-Fi. It's going to have a better graphics. It's got, even if sometimes these Chinese boxes will have specs that are like, oh my gosh, look at that spec. But it's like you put a cheap, you know, you can put a cheap motor inside of a car, and yeah, the car looks expensive, but you got a cheap motor inside, and the motor's not going to be really as fast, and also going to break down earlier. So yeah, once you get used to it, it's like
yeah. It's like me spending $200 for a pair of Nike shoes.
Hey, they last forever, don't they?
Damn right.
Those shoes, you're going to be buried in them shoes.
Yeah, right.
If I spend $200 for a pair of shoes, damn right I'm going to be buried with them.
And they look brand damn new.
That's right.
Those shoes be looking brand new.
Oh boy, you guys are too much.
You might be able to take them back and get your money back.
Yeah, you still be able to get his money back.
Keep the box.
Yeah,
Just send it
keep the
back
box
in
and
your
receipt.
day. Return these. So yeah, that's a big topic this week, you guys. This about the Android 11 coming to NVIDIA Shield. Expect it to pop up. I don't know if it's gonna. I doubt it'll happen right in the next week or so. But I bet you after the first of the year, for sure, we should see a big update, and there will be plenty of people doing videos. I would highly doubt that your OS is going to look different. I think that's the OS that they went with. There's reasons why they have that OS with the ads and all that crap that people bitch about. But I don't think that's going to change. It's going to be just some of those things under the hood that'll make it a little bit better of a device, or make it run a little better. Fingers crossed. Yeah. One of the things we were looking at is about budget graphics cards. Let me try to make this a little bit bigger. Budget graphics cards. NVIDIA has talked about this for a while, because we all know, us computer people know the cost of any part for your computer, but mostly the graphics cards have been out of the roof. I mean, people paying, you know, $2,000 up for some, or even more for some of those high-end graphics cards. NVIDIA finally has announced that they are going to finally push it, and it's going to happen in 2022, of the new versions of some of these graphics cards that were going to be inexpensive. I think in here it posted, I think I'd read $360 for some of them. The RT 3050, RTX 3050. I want to say it was like $360. Where did I see that? Yeah, here we go. It's projected that you're looking at $329 for a 12 gig card, which is incredibly cheap if you look at, if you've bought any graphics card lately, because you're going to spend $600-700 just easy. I mean, that's going to be just for a decent new card. $329 is a very good price. Expect to pay more than suggested retail prices. Supply and demand right now, and so they said expect to pay $100 more than what that price is. But That's 12 gigs. Have either one of you two had to buy a graphics card in the last year or so?
No, luckily enough, I haven't.
Yeah, actually, I did.
Yeah.
Where when I was setting up my Plex server, Roger gave me a tip on a card, and the advantage was this wasn't used for mining, and I was able to get a decent card as my Plex server for under $100.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very cheap.
Yeah.
That's incredibly cheap.
Mhm.
Most times you see even a cheaper card. Even I've got an old computer. My old computer, that graphics card, which is a 750.
Mhm.
People are still paying 60 and 70
Yep.
bucks on eBay for it.
Yep.
It's like there's no way that's even worth it.
Mhm. Right.
So anybody that's in, and I look at Motor Man. I know he's been building computers here in the last. He's been building his and talking about the GPU, which is a graphics card, the price of it,
Mhm.
and that they've been outrageous. Uh, Again, the supply and demand. We know that happens, but we hope to see some of these budget graphics cards coming out. So if you're building a PC or wanting to upgrade, check this coming year. We should see it. One of the things it says potentially going into pre-built gaming PCs first, and that's most likely because Nvidia will be able to sell. Here's 200,000 video cards. We sell it to one vendor, and that's probably what they'll do. They'll go to Asus or some of these other companies that make gaming computers to try to
Mhm.
stick them in the machines and get them out the door at a decent price. But that's good news.
Yeah.
Graphics cards have been just crazy for at least 18 months. So I'm glad to hear that. And like I said, I know that Motorman was building a computer. Next Level Tech has. I had a problem that I had to
Mhm.
stop by and oh, so he was having problems with his graphics card.
Yeah.
I know that. All right, I know Next Level he's into mining, so that's where a lot of the problems ran into. You had so many people that were crypto mining and buying multiple video cards. It's not one; they're buying a stack of them and running multiple computers or multiple motherboards, and how the configuration works to where they're all mining for cryptocurrency. So that's where a lot of it went. Then you had the chip shortage, so it was like a stacking up of issues on that. So hopefully these cards will be decent. I don't think they're going to be for your guys that want to play at the top of the line video games, but for the majority of people, I think that you're going to find that it works just fine. This was something that Albin's talked about and I've talked about, and that was Google Drive soon start locking your files. And so you guys know we talk about streaming, we talk about cloud storage, we talk about Plex. Get you a drink, Alvin.
Yeah.
And we talk about these. We've talked about Google and people using Google Drives for all kinds of storage, right? Well, and you and I both have said that using these Google
Mhm.
Drives wasn't a safe thing,
Yeah.
because as Alban knows about YouTube, and they got a long reach, and Google
Yeah.
can stop something in a minute. So just to be aware that Google has announced a new policy for their cloud storage, the Drive, Google Drive. So we've all heard about Google Drive. You can store your files there. Some people are using it to store media files, like lots and lots of media files
Mhm.
that some people have talked about using. Google has said that will soon begin to restrict access to files deemed to be in violation of the company's policies. Um, Google will take active steps to identify files hosted on its platform and that are in breach of either its terms of service or abuse program policies. if there is a file that's on their system, Google Drive, and they deem it, I mean, they can do filters, they can scan, they can look at any of the files that are on their servers. If they find that they're against their terms of service, or maybe they don't want on their cloud, it says these files will be flagged to their owner and automatically restrict those files. Those files will not be able to be accessed from somebody else. It says, which means they can no longer be shared with other people, and access will be withdrawn from everyone but the owner. And you can expect that the owner will, even if you tried to leave them on there, if they go to that step, it's just one more step before they're automatically deleted off the cloud, just wiped. This will help to ensure owners of Google Drive's items that are fully informed about their status of their content, while also helping to ensure users are protected from abusive content. And that's what they said. What you guys think about that? I mean, what do you guys think about Google announcing that they can lock files that you're on your cloud,
Mhm.
and you can do a written request? But what's your guys' thought on that?
Um, well, everyone knows how I feel about them, since they, have me in jail. But it's just more of, what are they going to do next? They're going to say, oh, well, you bought something we don't like, so we're going to lock you out of your Google Pay too. Really, your files are your own. You know what I mean? That's your own stuff, and you're going to lock me out of it. How are you going to go, and say, oh, well, I had documents in that drive, but you can't get to them no more. Because, we're Google, and we said that, this is where you can keep your stuff safe.
Yeah, because they
back up
tout
your data up here.
that they all the time about backing up, and how
Mhm.
many times you seen an ad from Google saying
Yep.
expand your storage,
hmm
get 2 terabytes,
Because
three
that's gonna.
terabytes, and
It's to say
only
that, oh
this
well,
much.
I took a nude picture of my girlfriend and it's on my Google Drive because it came from my camera and it uploaded up there. So now you're gonna lock me out of my account.
And that could
That's
very
gonna
well
happen,
happen.
right?
That can happen
Right, absolutely.
because we
Yeah,
know that that they can scan anything that's on that cloud.
hmm
So anything you're uploading. Go ahead, DeBeach.
no, I'm like Almond. I just have a pile of external hard drives. I just put back up everything to that because I, I just don't trust
hmm
trust storing them to an outside source who has
Yep.
access to them, who could get access to them. So that's just me personally. So
Thank
before I put
God.
my tinfoil hat on.
Uh-huh. That's what I was just saying. Thank God.
It's not even it's
It's
not a
that,
tinfoil hat, but
uh,
there are people we know, or people I know, that were using Google Drives as their cloud for their Plex servers that
mhm.
they had
That's what
linked
I'm doing.
together.
That's
They had linked together, you know, 3, 4, 5, and they've got those education accounts to where they had
mhm.
more storage,
Yeah.
and they had just terabytes and terabytes of content on the
hmm
clouds, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm fine,"
hmm
And I
Yeah.
said, then I was like,
Not gonna be.
that's a matter of time
Yeah.
before, because how many times we've seen on Google, or where Google or somebody will like just wipe files off the internet that are
hmm
some movie, and it's like,
Yep.
oh, we just deleted 100,000
hmm
URLs
Yeah.
to this. So and Canuck is right. You need to, if you're going to do cloud storage, something like Nextcloud, or using some other cloud service,
No, I
because
just use
Google.
I just use Plex. Plex will put it right to my drive, right at
Right,
home.
the files are there in your place,
No,
and I
but
think that.
I have another drive that sits off site.
Oh, okay, all right, all
Simple.
right.
You know what I mean? It's as
James is
easy as that.
James is right about the building your own cloud. There
hmm
is some things you can do if you're a person that wants to have all these types of options, and you want to have a cloud, or you want to have it to where there is options. It's just going to take a little bit more than just uploading it to Google Drive. And again, it's just though any of those cloud services that are these cheap ones that are we talk about all the time, they're going to be easily for you to if you put files up there, it's easy for you to put them there, and it's cheap, but it's also going to be easy for them to remove it. And I think Kyle's has a point. People can rename it, and that can happen. You just never know how far that they're going to go with some of this. I think you're exactly right about the renaming because they're going to go with certain names.
But they can still sniff out what kind of file it is and what's
well,
in
yeah,
it, you know,
especially when it's going to say
especially
MP4,
when it's Google, right? You know,
it's going to say MP4 extension. The other thing is so if you wanted to manually change these names and put them on the cloud, you'd have to make them to where a name that Plex would realize what they are because you're wanting to use Plex to be your interface.
Right.
So just keep in mind, guys, if you're using Google Drive to be your backup storage, and this isn't not for your movies because your movies and all that kind of stuff or your pictures, that's not a problem, except for what Good Albin says that they can scan it and who knows what they're going to do with it. But you don't want no bathroom taking shower photos.
Well, I mean, I could understand Google locking his account for Child 44 and having Jerry Curls in there and coming for the king.
Just because
I totally justify Google locking his account for having shit like that on there.
That's probably what it
but
was.
Just because you're living with the girl from the Jerry Curls.
Jerry Curls, yeah.
Yeah, you know, we know
Jerry.
That she's been hanging out over by your place. You know.
Yeah, that's why my head's bald. Friction burns.
James is right. Invest in yourself, and that Super Dell says that a lot of times. You know, it's a lot of times if you're looking to do stuff, there's plenty of information out there. Building a NAS, building your own servers, and sometimes people think, "Oh, building your own servers is going to be." Not really. You can do smaller and make it easy, or you can go bigger. A small computer or a laptop, and you running some software, or even plugging up hard drives and doing a few things. You can be have some storage, other than hard drives being expensive.
Yeah, but they're slowly coming down. Yeah, you know.
And Canuck Gal says it's just dumb to use Google Drive with Plex. But again, I didn't ever do it, but I know that a lot of people are or have. And I remember at one point I was like, that just doesn't make any sense. It seems too easy to go down. Next Level Tech says, at the end of the day, any cloud storage is the same. When I was running the file link store, it was shut down by 6 different hosts. And again, if you've got files up there, and if those certain files can be flagged or feel like the hosting company feels that they are a danger to them as a hosting company, they will remove them. So, yeah, you got to adapt and roll with it, y'all.
Yeah,
roll with it.
Yeah, I think that it's going to get worse. It really is, because you know there's so much more going on with streaming now, and they're looking, I guess, whether it be the powers that be, meaning the media companies, like, you know, the movie theaters, they're just going to be like, listen, you know, they're losing so much money, and they're going to want to like look at everything that's going through. You know what I mean? And
everything gets the blame.
Yeah, right.
And you know, instead of looking at yourself and why people are wanting to do it because you're gouging them, but
because it's like the whole AWS thing, you know, because that was going to be my way of, you know, saying, okay, well, I needed storage, which everyone knew. I need a lot more storage, and I was going to go the AWS route because I've used it before, and it was great for what I needed. Sure, I had to pay for it, but look how they've been down, you know, just even in the past week, you know, 3 times. You know, I can't afford that. I'd rather hold on my stuff myself. You know,
I mean,
Yeah.
whenever you're using some other cloud hosting, I mean, you're at the mercy
Mm-hmm.
of their of between you and wherever you're going. And
Yep.
like you said, with the AWS issues, where AWS was the way that some file hosters used, but also used for payment processing,
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of stuff like that.
All kinds
And
of
there was
stuff.
websites that couldn't use it and
Mm-hmm.
couldn't process orders.
Right.
It created a whole lot of problems. It the more that we grow and get better and get smarter or get more advanced, the less things it takes to take you down. Um,
Mm-hmm.
One of the things here, this was an article that people been talking about just for a couple days, and that was the Log4j security flaw. You're going to hear about this more,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes, we look. Auburn and I will look out for different things that may impact us. This is going to impact all of us. Now, you're not going to hear
Mm-hmm.
about it yet. You'll be like Log4j.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, this is going to be on the national news within the next few weeks,
Oh
if
yeah.
not, because what this is it's a vulnerability, it's a software issue. What's a critical issue on a software, a Java-based software that a lot of the internet uses. A lot of companies use this software inside their application or inside their network. And they have found that there is a big vulnerability, a loophole, a backdoor, a flaw, and with this Log4j, and it's putting a lot of companies. It's got Cloudflare for us, our streamers. We know about Cloudflare. A lot of companies use Cloudflare.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft was one of the games that also uses the same service. And what it said that it does is a lot of applications use it to log traffic, log if there's technical issues, logs who's logging into their system. And this software is used in a lot of different applications, and it has software issues that they say they're not going to be able to fix right away. And in this article here, it says, why does it matter? And that's because this software is used in a lot of libraries and a lot of software. So it's going to create problems. It says companies such as Apple, IBM, Oracle, Cisco, Google, and Amazon all run the software.
Mm-hmm.
It could present in popular apps and websites and hundreds of millions of devices around the world that can access these services can be exposed to vulnerability. And when I was reading this article, it's talking about, all right, so they know there's an issue. They're trying to figure out how to fix this vulnerability, this flaw, this backdoor that someone gives. And it said in amongst here, where is it at? Let me see. Let me get down here because it talked about. It was hundreds of people are trying to exploit this every day. I apologize. Where did I see that part?
I thought it was up further, maybe.
It was down here. The U.S. government has issued warnings to impacted companies to be at higher alert over the holidays for ransomware, cyber attacks, and it goes definitely about we know about the ransomware and these cyber attacks. So the government's already saying you guys better be on top of your business on this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, where did I see? Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. You're right. It is at the top.
Mm-hmm.
In here it says, as of Tuesday, which was just a few days ago, more than 100 hacking attempts were occurring every minute. 100 hacking attempts were occurring every minute.
It's insane.
So the reason why I'm saying that, we're going to see this is becoming a problem. This flaw is like a backdoor, and there's people just trying to get into this. So I don't know. There's nothing you can do about it. Keeping your software up to date when there's updates that come, sure, that's going to help. But a lot of this is going to be at the servers or at the someone's network or someone's company. That's where the issue is going to have to really be to be watched. Again, the more we grow and the better we get, the more little shit can take us all down.
Yep.
You know, lock down the whole. You know, can take down the internet, take down. What was it? We had the ransomware in the east coast of the U.S. this summer.
Yep.
What took the whole east coast down?
Yep.
That they took down just that one software or that one computers to deliver
Pipeline.
gas to the gas stations.
Yeah.
So
bad.
just saying, L4J, log4j. This is going to be a problem, and we're going to hear about this on the 6 o'clock news.
Yeah.
Probably as soon as someone figures out a hole in it, it's going to be big news. It's going to be big.
As long as it doesn't take down Auburn's OnlyFans page, then I'll be happy. I don't care about Netflix or anything else. You know.
Michael has this to say about the previous one, about when we were talking about cloud service. Any free service needs to have the ability to stop abuse. Well, even paid services, they have to be careful. And again, for abuse, I'm all for it. That if you have something to hide, don't use it. And yeah, if you're using those type of services, you're going to be careful with it.
Yeah.
So, Alban found a little thing. We talk about gaming sometimes. So, and I know we get asked a lot in Streaming Matters, or I've been asked. I know you guys have probably been asked about playing video games online. How do I get the games? How do I get the ROMs? What system should I use? And Alban found this playretrogames.com, where it has the games, and basically you're playing them off the cloud. And you're not downloading the game. You're playing it through this little Java window, and you're able to play. Here you got your Street Fighter games. Let me go ahead and click this just to kind of give you an idea. Wait a minute. Why didn't it give me the little pop-up right here? Oh, there it is.
Well, there it goes.
There it is.
Yes, because you're streaming.
So, and then you can hit the start game, and gives you, this is what the controllers would look like. Load the emulator.
I think there is a way to
they-
make it full screen too when you're playing.
Yeah, you can. You can. After it loads.
Yeah.
And again, this is free to play. Here it is down here.
Yep.
So you can play Street Fighter. This is the arcade version, Street Fighter 2. And I'll stop it. I'll stop the audio. But you're going to be able to play these games. You can play it online. PlayRetroGames.com. It has, you're talking to the Atari systems, Capcom. It has your arcade, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, MAME, which is your arcade games.
Yep.
So if you're talking about arcade games, Neo Geo, Nintendo, NEC, Nintendo 64, Sega 32, Sega CD, Sega Game Boy. I saw Genesis was up there farther. The Saturn system, which tends to be a system that a lot of some low-end devices don't play the Saturn system very well.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. So this only has. All right, trying to see. So it only has one Saturn game. So Saturn, it has one. So it's not going to have every game.
Right.
But again, you'll be able to
But
play
there
it for
are
free.
a lot out there. You know, you can still
let's see,
get
I
the
saw
same game on
PlayStation.
another system. Yeah.
Here's PlayStation. And so you can do a search. So if you're a person that just wants to play on your PC, this could be a really a very inexpensive, which is free other than the controller, unless you want to play on the keyboard. Neat little find. So what do you got? I mean, what do you got to think about that? I mean, I don't
Hey,
know. Would you
if
guys
it's
be willing to
free,
play
it's
on your
great.
computer?
You know, if you got the kids coming over to your house to play something, you don't want to put them on your normal system. Pop that website in and stick them in the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm also
No, as soon as you mentioned it, I put it in my browser and I just bookmarked it. You know,
There you go.
screw around with it later.
yeah, definitely a good little
Yeah.
it's a good find. I mean, I know that they've had some others. What was it? Not Duck. What was that other one? It wasn't
Duck
Duck
Hunt.
Duck. No,
Duck Hunt.
that no, that emulator that was like Retro X, but it
Oh,
wasn't Retro X. It was a weird
and
name
it was a with a duck in
because
it.
you could download the ROMs for
Uh-huh.
it was it was a front end emulator, but it also you could download the ROMs.
Oh, what was the name of that again? I'd have to look at my shield
Yeah, I can't remember what that
because
damn one.
I ran it on my shield. Can't remember the name of it.
Yeah. Dang it, I can't remember. I know it's a
We're
front end
rolled.
loader.
All three of us rolled. All three of us
Yeah.
rolled.
So, but yeah, it's
But you know, the funny thing is,
Mhm.
we might not remember like the front end of one of these things. But if someone were to say one of these games, the old school games, shit, that we know right like it was nothing, you know, because we spent so much time playing the game, you know.
I remember back my very first, I guess, gaming console. It was so this was in the 70s. Okay, you got Pong, Pong basketball, basically Pong tennis, and Pong hockey. So I mean, and I thought I was just shit, you know, because this was even before Atari was out.
Yeah,
hook it to the TV, and so I could play Pong my little heart out.
Yeah, because I didn't get my Atari 800 computer till like '79, you know, and there was some great games there I played, and then let alone all the stuff that you had to, you know, type in BASIC, you know, spending 8 days typing in a program. Those were the days. Those were the days. Yep.
I was trying to find out what that damn emulator was called that they had, but you could download the game. But I'm not a fan. I'll give you an example. I'll tell you. All right, so we talk about being a nerd. So when we were talking, we were watching a movie the other day that Adam Sandler won, Pixel.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called, Pixels?
Or is it the one with? Yeah, okay.
I'm saying
so we're watching Pixels, and Blue, she had never seen it, and I hadn't seen it since it was like whenever it came out.
Is that the one with the remote control?
No, it's the video game one.
Okay.
So it came in these. It was like video games from space. These aliens that were a video game, and they came to the planet. So they're flying around, and Blue looks at me and says, "What game is that?" I said, "That's Galaga." I said Galaga because they swoop down and they swoop around and then they post themselves up there. I said, "That's Galaga." She goes, "Yeah, you would know that." I was like, whenever you see some, they were walking. There was a movie. They were walking the arcade at that time. And I was like, "Oh, I played that game. I played that game. Yep, I played that one, and I played that one." And I'm like, "That game was like," and I really liked it or I hated that one. Yeah, just nerds. So,
you remember the movie The Last Starfighter?
Yep.
And that Last Starfighter game? Yeah. I just watched it again recently. That's why I was laughing. You know.
Yeah. We could look through this list. There's probably more of these games that we've played than not played.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember this Bagman. I didn't really like the game, but I remember playing it. I spent a couple quarters. Zaxxon, I played a bunch of quarters. Zaxxon. I liked Zaxxon.
Yeah, me too.
Star Trek. That was a sit-down game.
Yeah.
You actually sat down inside it. It was like one of those big things. It was like, "Welcome aboard, Captain." It was a pixel, like asteroids. Looked like asteroids. So, yeah. All the good old days.
Yep. Paperboy.
Going to an arcade and spending money.
Yep.
Good old
but at least back then, it was only a quarter. You know what I mean?
Well, unless you were playing some of the high-end games.
higher end games,
Remember Dragon Slayer? Dragon Slayer was like $1.
Almost $1. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been 75 cents, but it was like
No,
one play.
they had a dollar thing on that machine
Because you
because
remember
yeah.
Dragon's Lair. You remember
Uh-huh.
that game? It would be over quick,
Oh yeah.
because it was a cartoon.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And if you didn't do the right
If you
moves,
didn't do it, yep.
game's over.
Uh-huh.
You're dead. And 3 lives, you're done. So you could spend $1 and be done.
Yep, and be done.
30 seconds.
Yep.
All your friends are like, wow.
Wow.
That's all you had. And back in the day, we only went to the arcade with $4, $5, $6 in our pocket. I didn't.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't have a lot of money.
You had to find something to get really good at and get your high score up there and keep it up there.
Yeah, something you could play for a long time.
Yep.
Because
Jesus,
you're like,
you sound like Seinfeld edition of when George was trying to save the Frogger machine.
Frogger. All right, so
Yeah.
Frogger. We'll speak about Frogger. Frogger was a game that you would think was really easy, but it wasn't as easy as you thought it was. You're like, all I gotta do is just avoid the cars and then jump on a log. But
I play Frogger every time I try crossing the freaking street. So, I get the real life 3D version of freaking Frogger.
The beach.
The sad thing is that there is a Frogger TV show now. It's a game show. Have you seen that? What was it? One of the Wayans brothers is doing it. It's just like such a waste. I can't believe that actually made it on the TV. It would have been better off just having people play the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to play the Frogger game. So yeah, Frogger. That's funny though. You play it every day.
Yeah,
I used to play Moon Patrol. Moon Patrol was a game I played a lot with, and that was another easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Just drive. The car drove, and you just had to jump the craters or the rocks, and then shoot up. Easy game. And you're thinking, oh, that's easy, but those are the easy games. They like in your pocket. Yeah. Dynamite Duke. I remember that was.
I love Bomb Jack.
You're shooting.
Bomb Jack was like one of my favorite games.
Bomb Jack?
Yeah, Bomb Jack. Oh man, that was a great game.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Oh, one word. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Now that I've seen it, I do remember. I never played that one though. I
love that game. Oh my god, I couldn't tell you how many quarters I spent on that damn game.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, hey, thanks for Auburn finding this website here, playretrogames.com. You can play some of these games, and again, you can see. What about my game was Dig Dug? Let's see if they got that.
Oh, Dig Dug, yeah.
They're right there, Dig Dug.
Yeah. Tempest was another one of mine.
Oh my gosh! Look at Auburn.
Yeah.
It's only got 2 versions.
Oh.
Oh my goch, the 2600 or the 78.
I have the Atari 800 version. I still got the cartridge. I still have my Atari 800
No, thank you.
computer.
No, thank you. I want the arcade. I gotta have the arcade version.
No. That Atari. I think that they wrote those on the 800. You know.
Oh, jeez.
That was such a great game.
So, all right. So sorry, we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked with that.
Nerd shit. Motorman Pitfall. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was on. That was an Atari game. Wasn't that Atari?
Yeah, it was Atari. Activision. Activision.
Yeah, but it was Activision game.
Yeah,
but you played it on Atari.
Yeah.
Lunar Lander. Another.
Yeah.
It seems so simple.
Mm-hmm.
What? Lunar Lander?
I always crash the freaking thing. By the time you get it tilted and you got to land, then you spend all your freaking fuel trying to make a soft landing. Crashed every time. Just pissed away a ton of quarters on that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So I'll say. All right. So folks that didn't know, remember Lunar Lander. I'm going to give you an example of what Lunar Lander was like. Okay. So let's pretend this is your ship and it would be falling down onto the planet. And you'd have rocks and you had to like land it on a platform. So you'd have to give gas and then do this and but then you had to land softly just like that.
Yep.
And if you landed too hard, you died.
Boom, died.
If you ran into a mountain, you died. It was easy. It seemed simple.
Yeah.
The premise was simple. But yeah, that was one of them games that was not an easy game. That fucking game. Yeah, I remember that. I remember Lunar. It didn't have enough graphics for me.
There's a new movie out called 8-Bit Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you guys watched that?
I didn't watch it yet. I was
I haven't
saving
watched it yet, but I'm saying if you're watching Pixels, where the kids, I guess, in the mission to get to like the first Nintendo game system that comes out. So I'm gonna have to watch it this weekend.
Yeah.
And it's actually a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
This is not Die Hard.
Like Die
This
Hard.
is actually
we
going
go.
to be.
It's a
This
Christmas
is
we go.
like Die
this is
Hard.
actually going to be a Christmas movie because it is based upon the premise of the movie. From what I saw the preview, is that it's based back in the 80s. It would be the late 80s, I'm assuming, when the kids all wanted a Nintendo and parents had struggled to get it, and only the rich kids had a Nintendo. So it was like if you had a Nintendo, you had a little bit higher. You were higher on the hierarchy. And I remember they had the Power Glove. And again, I was a little older, so I had it as an adult. But I can imagine if you were a 12 or 13-year-old kid and wanting that gift, and you're hoping your parents get it, but your parents think it's too expensive. So that 8-Bit Christmas.
Yeah. 8-Bit Christmas.
8-Bit Christmas.
Brand new movie, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I think it's.
Yeah.
I told Blue, I said that's gonna be our new holiday movie. She goes, no. I'm like, yeah, it will be. I can feel it. I can feel it. So he says he still has a 2600. I do too. I actually got it. I brought it up. I brought it down up here. Mario Kart. I'm not real good at Mario Kart. I struggled with that game. I can play it. I understand the premise, but you got to know the tracks and the shortcuts and all that crap.
How about like Outrun or pole position?
Oh yeah,
we have to go back. You know what I mean? That's
remember that?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
little 3 tones.
But you remember when Outrun came out in the arcade?
Yep.
And it was just
And
like
it had the music.
It had the music, the steering wheel, and you were just like, "Oh my god!"
You got to pick which radio station you want to listen to.
Yeah.
And depending. I mean, the music wasn't that good, but at least you got to listen to different radio
Got
stations.
listen to music. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's some crazy. Althros, I think that the big item this Christmas is this is like it was last year. The PS5 and the Xboxes are everybody's chasing after those. Those are big this year. Still think that if you don't have an Instapot or an air fryer, those are always great gifts.
Oh yeah.
Those are a really cool gift. Let's see. One of the other topics that we were going to bring up, found as much as we sometimes complain about Office 365, which we talked a couple episodes back about how you can get it for free and save money. Again, Office 365, which is a subscription-based software, not like back in the day when you used to be able to buy Office and you got to just
how
use
I
it.
feel about that.
Right now, you got to pay every year. Well, guess what? Price is going up. 20% price hike, and people that know how to get this without that. And I have Open Office, so that's fine for me. I don't use Microsoft.
I use Office 2016.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm using 2000 Office 2007.
I got 2016, and that's working.
Right, but
all of those are you have to get the full thing instead of paying for it every month or year.
Yeah, or every year, because now it's for anybody that buys a new computer or laptop, it's going to have Office 365 on it.
Yeah,
and you're going to get whatever amount of time for free, sure.
right.
And after that, it's going to want money. It's going to want that $100 a year. So now they're going up 20%. So now we're looking at $120.
$120 a year, and they're not even giving you Microsoft Access. And that's like the one program that I really use. So that's why I stick with the others that I can have the whole thing myself. I don't need to put my information on Microsoft's cloud.
Yeah. And the other things, this is going to affect not just end users, but also this goes to companies that are using Office 365 that they're all going to be hitting the same fee.
It's big bucks for them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The licensing is no joke. Right? It's no joke. I know when I used to have users from my job, and it would be like, oh, well, oh, you have to buy new licenses and stuff, and it was no joke when you have a license for 30,000 users. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous the money that they get.
Yeah,
And if
and it's going to be, you're talking, some companies, thousands of computers, and yeah, so this Office 365 going up, and again, that's a subscription. You're
Hmm.
not just paying it one time; it is
No.
every freaking year. They're going to hit you.
And,
They're going to hit.
it's a cloud. Don't forget, it's a cloud service. So you don't pay, you lose your info.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so yeah, that's going to be an ugly thing.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
no,
That's why go ahead, DeBeach.
no, Bill Gates needs to make more money since he lost a shitload of billions during the divorce. So
The divorce.
what can we do to make some more money? So let's reprice 20%. Let's release Windows 11 where a lot of older PCs that are a couple years old can't run it. So if you want Windows 11, now you have to go buy a new computer. Yeah. So
Good points. Very good points. So yeah, it's. I don't know. Stick again if you're wanting options. Check out Auburn. Grab Auburn? See if you can find that link that we had last week. That had remember that link that we had for where you could use Office online. We got that over here. Remember we did that last week. Would it be in the banners?
I'm looking.
Might be under mine.
Yeah.
Office online. Shoot, I think.
Yeah. Oh no. It's Oh, that was it for $50. Oh no, that was the one you're talking about, right? That you could get it for.
There was one that you could actually use the cloud. You could use it for free. You could use it on the cloud.
Let me. Check.
And it was using now. It was cloud based, so you could only use it on the cloud.
Okay.
So that was an option for free. Open Office.
Open Office is always.
I like Open Office. It works and it's for free.
Yeah.
Or if you're a person like us, some of the pirates that we are, we can find older versions. Like some of us are running an older version and just install it. Again, give you different options of what you might be able to go with.
Here it is. I got the link.
All right.
Hold on. Office inside free. 1 second. See it there?
Where's it at?
In the private.
Is it in the banners?
No. In the chat.
Private chat? Oh, there you go.
On the bottom.
There you go. There you go. All right. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Copy that. And I'm going to share this. Paste this in here. I'll try to remember to put this in the show notes. Get it for free. And this was one where you could get it for free. And basically you're using the cloud. You can use it and it works in office.com. That's what it was. Yeah. But you do need a Windows login, a Skype login, or an Xbox Live login.
Yeah,
so,
Jesus.
Again, you got to log in.
You got to log in because everybody wants to know what you're doing.
I'll just get on the Pirate Bay and look up Microsoft Office or something.
Yeah, that may be the easiest solution. But yeah, that's what it's going to look like, you guys. It's going to.
Not that we condone piracy.
No, not at all.
So just hey, we give you options. You decide what you want to do, but you can use it like this way for free, and it's all cloud based though. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. They're gonna take it away from you. They can.
They can. They have every right to because nowadays, the terms of service is, oh well, this is our program. No matter what you have to say about it, and anything you write with it, we still own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, so have you guys ever taken a photo and you want to crop it and put a different background on it or all that kind of stuff? Often found this thing, remove.bg, where you can take a picture, remove the background, and lay your image over the top of it. You can see in here they put even a little banner in there, all kinds of different stuff, and it's a neat little thing. Here's a picture, like if you had a picture of a kid and a small child in a crib. You can see you can hide all this and then just superimpose it over a background.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to do some photo editing, you're wanting to take an image, you want to crop out some of the people, you want to put yourself, making yourself look like you at the rave. This program, remove.bg.
It comes in handy because I've used that exact same program when making certain filters or skins for a snap camera.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, I would grab certain pictures off certain people's Twitter pages feeds, and then stick them in there and remove the background and just save the face.
Why don't you show us one of those?
What?
One of those images where you say face.
I got a whole freaking folder called Snap.
Beautiful. Okay.
I mean, you know, what do you want to see? Like the 4 different variations I have of dabs, where I've added color to his face so he doesn't look like a freaking malnutritious albino. you know.
I don't get out in the sun a lot.
Yeah, so that's like giving the freaking guy from the vampire movies freaking a tan.
I think my tan's not. This light doesn't do me a lot of justice. So hopefully.
Well, you're not going to have any more tans because you're up north now. Okay, you're going to be white as a ghost.
Okay, so hold on a second. So hey, Eddie says Office Libre. Yep, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
LibreOffice, Apache. Yep, those are some other options. So yep, got lots of options for your office stuff. Let's see. So yeah, press the like button, but good little thing here. I think it could be good for builders, people doing builds, also for if you're wanting to crop out some of the people or act like you at some, pretend you at some big place.
Yeah.
Let me see about people. Make yourself look like you're somewhere fancy. Oh, I like this one here. You can see the new background. Greeting cards and customized designs. Cool.
Yeah.
The last thing, and then we'll just open the tables for whatever we have.
No, we have other stuff.
Oh God, he's on.
Well, no. 2 things from you. Actually, 3 things from you.
I got one thing.
No, you don't. You have 2.
Hold on.
I wrote it down so we wouldn't forget. That's why.
Okay, hold on. All right, so we're going to talk about the bad subject that I'm not allowed to talk about very often. So I try not to talk about it on
okay.
YouTube.
Oh no, I thought you were going to do the other site first, but you could go ahead and do that.
Wait a minute. I'm not. Oh, there I am. Okay. So we're going to go take a look at. There's people looking for add-ons, and I don't talk about them a lot on this show, but I will show an add-on, and I'm just going to show you a little small thing you may want to check out, and that's the Loop. If you are a person that likes the sporting goods or the sports types things, this may be something you want to check out. It does a really good job with giving you a list of the events for the day. They added darts today, so if you're a darts fan, you can get your dart on.
What were there many things up there? Did they put all the updated things that were going on? Because I know when it comes to darts, not too many guys already have a lot of content in there.
Yeah, he'll have they will upload the darts.
Okay.
So when it's going on, they'll put it up
Okay.
here. If you're into the fan zone, so let's say NBA. Let's say you're an NBA fan. I'm gonna click that, and then we'll go to today. This will be the different games tonight, and if you click it,
Yeah.
then it would give you your option of links. So if you're a person that wants to check out a sports add-on, this would be
There we
one
go.
to kind of check out. It runs under the radar. Not a lot of people talk about it, but
Mhm.
this add-on does a really good job. I love that it has the TV guide that tells you what time the game is going to be on,
Yeah.
and then gives you the links for it. So
Yeah,
something to check out.
I've used that very same add-on for over 2 years now, primarily
Yep.
for NFL and college football here in the States.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a very good sports add-on.
And they're doing a better job with that TV guide or the listings. They've done a better job. And again, it's a smaller add-on that not a lot of people talk about. Runs under the radar, but check it out. It's on a few different repositories. If you want to know the repository, I think I have a video on it on my
Odyssey?
Odyssey channel. I think it's on Odyssey. I have a video and it actually gives you the URL. So you may want to check that out. NFL will not be postponed this weekend. There are some people that had COVID tests, which is, I don't know. Did you guys watch? I watched Sports Center today. And did you realize how many people are out on COVID protocol
yeah.
this week?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's bad here in New
a
York.
lot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some teams that have lost 10, 12, 15 players just this weekend.
Yeah.
They all tested positive. I don't know. I mean, it's weird how all of a sudden we've had one here, one there on the protocols. But to me, I don't know if it just seems like a lot all in 1 week. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's a bunch.
It's climbing. It's rising. We really gotta try to stay safe because
Yeah.
it's getting cold out. And it's just gonna get worse. Not gonna get any better.
I just posted that article in Streaming Matters about the 100 people about a Taylor Swift album listening party was a super spreader event, and like I said, Taylor Swift is hazardous to your health. That's just more documented proof that she is a danger.
You're terrible. You're terrible.
Okay. Dabs, the other one that you forgot was the radio.
Oh, the radio.
Your new radio.
Yeah.
And then we were going to talk about that other subject that we got to dance around.
Yeah, but did you see the images?
Yeah, I got to pull those up. All right, so
okay.
Let's see the banner. Hold on. Oh, I'm not wrong folder. Sorry, you guys. We got this thing.
That was in. Go to the. It was in the private chat. The radio. Towards the bottom, third one.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is a service that Auburn, which you find the last radio station thing going on?
I did, but this one I happen to like because it plays different stuff and because it does decades, and all around the world, I thought was really pretty neat. So, if you guys didn't see it in Streaming Matters, it's here for you to check out. It's radio with what, 3 O's or something like that?
5 O's.
5 O's.
4.
Yeah.
5. It's 5. 5. Radio with 5 O's. And so the basic mode.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Go in basic mode.
All right. So I don't. Well, 70s music. I like some 70s. Wait,
yeah,
you pick the country?
You could pick a country. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really neat.
Tina Turner and Ike.
Yeah. And then like now go
mosquitoes
right,
tweeted.
and then now check Mexico. You're right there.
Doug's.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry. So hold on a second. Let me try this again. So this is radio.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna click on the U.S. I have to keep muting it because I can't get myself in trouble. So can you skip the song? Yeah. Okay. Let's skip the song. Oh, I got to join the club.
Yeah, to skip, I guess. Go on the other side of the world. But you can click on that little the box of the album, and it'll show you the album to the left of the play button.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Let's see, 1980s. So let's go to the 80s. Oh, a little culture club for you.
Was that England?
So, yeah, that was England.
Yeah.
That was England in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can
Slow, fast.
Get a little Steve Miller, Fly Like an Eagle. You know?
I just thought it was neat because anywhere you go, there's something.
That's Fatboy Slim.
Right. I even did like Vietnam in the 60s, you know what I mean? Hear what was playing on the radio there.
That's neat, though. All right, so that's a neat little thing there.
Yeah,
so you can find it again, be a little random player, I guess, for you because it's random songs.
You got like your grandparents or something, and they they want to hear certain stuff. There you go back to whatever year and whatever decade and play it for them.
So let's see. I went to now. So neat little thing there. All right, and I haven't signed up.
No, neither
so
did I.
there's quite a bit of stuff that I'm not able to see because I'm not signed up and adding my tracks. And cool, that's a cool thing. All right, and so our last topic, which we were going to talk about, was TV Mate. And so my dilemma on TV Mate was trying to where did you put that? You put it in the banners.
Oh! In the banner, the backgrounds. So you'll get rid of us, and then just show the backgrounds here.
Was that in me? Did you put it in my folder?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, under your folder.
Yeah, there we go.
All the way at the bottom.
Okay.
There.
So, let's see. So let's see if I can
minimize this guy.
Oh wait, I gotta hide that.
Yeah.
Boom, and then I gotta
just hide us.
But if I hide us, then
no, you can.
Oh no, I can change the. Look, he put himself. Don't put yourself backstage. What you do this. Hold on a second. Let me try to share this.
You said you can do what? Oh.
How do I? All right, hold on a second here. I got to try to see myself. I got too many windows open. All right.
Right.
So that's see me over here.
Okay, but the one that's second to the last. If you hit the shift 7. The picture-in-picture.
Jesus Christ,
I can't do it.
Hold on. Let me see this. This one here.
Share the image.
And 1 second. If you pull. No, it doesn't. Wow.
No. So, hey, did you save those images?
Yeah, I have them on my thing, but they won't show. Oh, hold on, let me. Because I remember me sharing is on the laptop on one screen. Like it's really hard for me to see.
Wow. Let me see if I can find. Did you find that on
Google? But I be faster to put the file. How did those go?
Well, we're going to figure out how.
No, 1 second. I'm gonna share them a different way here.
Because all right, while you're looking that up, so what it is all right. So TV Mate, a lot of times people want to use if they have a premium service, a subscription-based service where you're able to watch your live TV, people use the application that comes with whatever service. And most of the times, that's going to be Smarters. Smarters has a certain layout, the way that's done. TV Mate is a paid, you can use a free version, and it's limited to what you're able to use. Some features are turned off because if you're using free. But if you use the paid version, it has some really, really cool features. You're able to put multiple subscriptions into this one interface. And I'll say, the beach. I mean, all right. So, the beach. Do you use TV Mate or do you not? I mean, I know Albin does.
Yeah.
I've played around with it, and I watched the video you did on Odysee about it. Because when we playing around with that certain IPTV that
Yep.
You got, and so I went ahead and I purchased it. I purchased, the lifetime whatever just to play
Yep.
around with, so I could be a little more familiar. I like the layout of it. There's some things I don't like about it. I'm one of the people that put a lot of the channels they watch into the favorites.
Yep.
And I'm used to Smarters. Smarters will allow you to put them in the order you want, where TV Mate doesn't. So I use Smarters more than I use TV Mate.
Well, and on TV Mate, you can add. All right, hold on a
Yeah.
second. I'm going to share. I can share this. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I can share their the Google.
Mhm.
So the Google Play Store. So is that, let me see if I make that a little larger. All right, so there we go. So this is the interface. You can see the channels here and what the program is. It supports multiple services in one interface, which I find to be very helpful if you've got multiples. Some of the time, like, well, where the beach was talking about moving stuff around, I find you can move some stuff around.
Yeah.
You can create a special folder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, so this is a feature that I really find cool. So it remembers the last show I was watching, or channel, I should say, the last channel I was on. So when it opens up, it takes me to the last channel that I had open. It also remembers the last 10 or so channels
Yeah.
that I have played. So
I just want to say, remember
Yep,
that you can have more than one provider that you're using.
yes, more
So,
service.
I got 5 services that I'm using, and
Yeah.
and it remembers throughout all of them. And even when you're searching
Right.
for one, it's great.
Right. Each one of these. Now, these could all be different services.
Mhm.
Channel 3, 6. They could be each service, and you can jump from. It remembers. I love that feature because let's say on your remote control, you got that. Some has that go back, which goes back one channel on your remote. Remember on TVs had it. This actually remembers like 8 or 10 of them, so it can remember your history on the channels you've been watching. So it can make it easy for you to do it. It's one of the it has. This is the bottom feature that you can, if you push down, you're able to see it. This is the TV guide. Like, all right, so it's showing you I'm on channel 4. It's telling you what was or what's going to be airing if your EPG, which is your TV guide, is working. It also can record. I was playing around today with the record feature. You're able to record and set reminders.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find
That's
a picture
really
for
neat.
reminders. So what reminders are? So let me see if I can get back to that other screen. Hold on. And this is on the Play Store. You can use this on the Play Store. So this is like the little, like if you're on a channel, this is the settings or the menu, the special menu that can pop up on the side. There's one of the things in here that you can do is set a reminder. So let's say that I want to watch Monkey Garage. And I want to remember that Monkey Garage comes on at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night. You can hit a reminder on this application. And at 9 o'clock or right before 9 o'clock on that Tuesday night, I don't care if you have this application open or closed, it will actually send you an alert and it says Monkey Garage is on in 2 minutes. Do you want to go to that channel? Which is outside of
neat.
the TV Mate itself.
Yeah.
So if you have Plex open, it's going to send you an alert. You can say dismiss or do it.
Play it. It'll bring you
Yep.
there. It'll open up the app.
Yep. And that is a really cool feature. You showed me, you and I walked through
Yeah.
this thing. The Beach says about favorites lists. So if you add all your favorites to one folder, it can become very jumbled up. This allows you to create custom lists. So let's say if you just wanted your sports channels, you can actually add whatever sports channels you want to that particular sports folder. So it's its own folder, and you can call it sports or whatever you want, and all those channels will be in there, even if the channels are from different services. So you can have 4 or 5 different services, and you put all the ESPNs in there or whatever's in that folder, it goes to it. So instead of you having to close one application, I got to open up this services application, because, and even with Smarters, you can add an account on Smarters, but you have to kind of go and click on the account thing, I believe is what it's called, and you close that account and you open up the other service. Yeah. So I'm going to do a video on this on Odysee, where I can try to break down bits and pieces of this application to have people understand what the benefits of this application are. I mean, I got even Blue. Blue was blown away with some of the stuff when I was showing her the reminders.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh my God, that would be awesome for people wanting to watch live TV." And for the catch-up feature, that works really well in this. Smarters to me is like hit and miss.
Right. Well, I just want to remember what was your issue before with the catch-up? Was it the
VPN?
VPN.
Right,
because explain. Because
yes, right. So on catch-up, on some services will offer catch-up, and you and I were together. We were testing TV Mate. We were trying different things, and there were certain channels that I could not use catch-up. It gave me a 403 error. I changed my VPN back to the US. The thing played just fine. But since I was outside the US, it wouldn't play. Yeah. So if catch-up doesn't work on your service, and if they offer the catch-up, you may want to check. It could be you need to make your VPN in the US or someplace else. But to me, it's the fastest load, and it loads way faster than any of the Smarters that I've had. I mean, the EPG loads quick.
Loads up.
So I paid for it.
Me
for
too.
it, and
Well
I got
worth
no. It's definitely worth the money on it.
And are you using it? On how many TVs are you using it? Just one?
2.
Using on 2.
Well,
did you save your backup to bring it
Yes.
over to the other one? And it saved.
No, I didn't do it. I did save it as a backup just to save it. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because you can pull it in that way. This way, you don't have to sit there and do all of your favorites all over again for all of your stuff.
That sounds good.
Yeah. It's neat. It's really neat.
Now you can have it on, I think, 5 devices. I think,
right, but not your phone.
I think it's 5 devices.
I don't think it because I tried doing it doesn't work on the phone. I don't think.
Okay, I haven't tried on my phone.
Yeah, I tried it on the phone because it was either that or the backup didn't. You couldn't restore back all of your settings.
Okay, all right. So it's I'm gonna figure out a way of doing some videos on this. I want to do it in a way to try to explain it. Maybe we can do it on a Telegram live chat.
Yeah, we could do that.
Maybe I can record. Maybe I can record on Telegram. We can post it in there.
Yeah, I know. I could record it from my camera.
Well, I can record off of StreamYard.
Okay, all right,
and put it in Telegram. I'm trying to think. But yeah, I want to figure out a way of doing this so that we can walk people through it. Right. As you said, reminders, record, creating custom lists. You can edit. So
colors.
Again, edit channels. Colors, you can change the text colors and the background colors. You can change that easy. I mean, it's not hard.
Right.
I like that multiple services all in one interface.
And players is another thing also.
You can open up players as well as now it doesn't offer VPNs, like a plugin for VPNs like some Smarters do, but you can run the VPN and then open up TV Mate and it will work. The custom lists. So like if there's a favorite show that you like, you want to add that show to your list. It does that. It does a
you
lot
save
of
it across different lists, which is great. You know,
So
so like say you have like your sports and your news. So if you wanted to, for example, have ESPN under sports and news, you could save it to both very easily, and it just works out great.
You're right. Octavia, 2 TVs and back it up. Again, it just like what Alban said. So like if any of us that have these services, they offer 7, 8, 10, 15,000 channels. Are you going to watch that many channels? Hell no. You might watch 20. You might watch 30. So what you can do is there's countries and categories you're never going to open. Just like with Smarters, you can go into this and like block or hide them. You can hide all those channels that you don't care about. Hide them, make that more narrow. So you make your list, your so that it's more customized. Like Alban was saying in Octavia, you can create a backup and then put that on another TV so you don't have to go through all that again. A really good feature. Smarters is hit and miss. And that is, and Smarters is good. I pay for Smarters. I like it, but it's like TV Mate offers so many more things.
It's like Smarters compared to TV Mate. Smarters is like a Chevy. It'll get you there and get the job done, where TV Mate is like a Tesla. You got all the little bells and whistles that you can tinker around with.
It does.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
you're right.
Hey, I just want to make a note to everyone, though. Just because we're telling you about this, don't make this like, you know, how when we told you about the $25 thing, okay? I don't want to wake up tomorrow with 8 million questions on Smarters, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not like everybody else. Okay?
You two threw me under the bus with that crap, so now's my chance. So, yeah, feel free to go ahead and purchase TV Mate and hit up Dabs or Alban on Telegram with your 100 questions about how to set up TV Mate. That's it. The Bitcher on Streaming Matters and that Alban on Streaming Matters.
That's right. Thank you very much.
Oh,
so
man.
it's a good thing. Smarters. I will say, to be honest, on Smarters, I love it has a speed tester built into Smarters. On most Smarters interface, I love the speed test because if you're not sure what speed you're getting, you can run that speed test. Then you know. Because people say, "Oh, I got 200 meg." All right, do you have 200 meg to your device? Or no, I pay for 200 meg, so that's what I'm getting at my Shield. Not necessarily. And then, but if you run Smarter speed test, you get a better idea of what you're maybe running to your device. And you run that to your device, and you find out you're getting 20 megs. Either your internet's screwing you up, or your modem's messed up, or your Wi-Fi isn't what it needs to be. So, yeah. James is right. Some people want to spend the money with it, and they don't have to. But we're going to try to do some videos on. I find it's well worth the money. This application is really good. It is really good. But I got to figure out how to do it without not getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Looking to see. The auto switch. I tell you that when you click on your TV, you just have to be careful with TV Mate what you were watching last.
Yeah.
Before you closed it. Just saying. For you bachelors or guys when your wife's at work and you're home watching TV.
But you just you select the profile.
Close TV Mate.
You can make a profile up.
You need to do something because I just don't want your wife to come home. And you guys turn on the TV and she's like, "Oh my God, what you watching?" And you're gonna say, "I don't know." You can also clear your history. Just saying.
You can make a profile.
So that means what you do is before Blue comes home from work, you go and clear the history because you don't want her to see that you've been watching The Real Housewives of Orange County for the last 6 hours.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You never know what channel you might be wanting to hide from people. Because it goes to that channel. There's some channels in there that may, just saying. Word to your mother. Yeah. There's been times when I lived alone and I turned on the TV. I'm like, what the hell? Oh,
What was I watching? What?
was I on that? Wow, I didn't think it was like that channel. So all right, so that's what I got. So we'll a round table, open discussion. We got that. Are we at that point, Alban? Because
Uh, round table, open discussion.
are we at
What do
just regular discussion time?
yeah,
Have I hit
yeah,
on
I
all our
guess.
topics? Have I hit on all my
Yeah,
topics?
I believe so. Hold on one
I had
second.
a lot of
I just
topics.
got.
Alban keeps
Yeah.
me busy.
Listen, you keep me busier, Mister. It's my anniversary. Everyone just leave me, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did
Two
that.
other things.
45 minutes that Player Pass show was over. I mean, we went through that, boom, 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 boom.
I told Alban, he says, I don't know how it goes on so long. I said, you don't know what the talent is to make a show last. It takes talent to make a show last. Alban's like, yeah, we're done quick.
Oh boy! Just so you know, everyone, on Wednesday we're gonna have a show, and we're gonna do the Unforgivable, the new Sandra Bullock movie, and I don't know what we're doing after that. I don't know if I'll be I'm gonna put up a bunch of Christmas movies for people to watch, but I don't think we're gonna have a show after that. I figure we'll give everyone a little break, but we'll still do a Wednesday night get together, since we do like to hang out and talk. So we'll do that the following Wednesday.
All right. So what is this Wednesday?
The Unforgivable.
Unforgivable, because you're getting close to Christmas.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be the 22nd, right? So I'm not expecting much of everyone, but there's a movie there to watch. If
I'm gonna do my best to be
good.
there.
It'll be it was a good watch. So.
Just to let everybody know, I post the link in the Streaming Matters, so if you guys want to join. Sorry.
I forgot to get hold of
Motorman.
Motorman. I'm sorry about that.
Motorman. Sorry, I get.
Well, it was him trying to get in.
Yeah, he's trying to. His device ain't connecting. So.
Yeah. Well.
So this week's show went really quick. Wednesday show, which was how it's made, or what was it again? How it's done.
How it ends.
How it ends.
How it ends.
Yeah.
How did it end?
Oh, horrible.
With me using
the end of the world.
emoji.
Yeah. Yeah. And, but we still had a good laugh. It's always good when we get to really knock a movie, But that movie was done during the pandemic, and I think that if anyone wants to go watch it, and you want to see a bunch of your favorite actors, what they did during the pandemic, and you'll see that they were in this movie, because I think they all lived in the same neighborhood, and they walked around with a camera the whole movie, watching watching people.
Motorman, it says that your camera or your mic is not connected correctly, so I can't add you to the show.
Yeah,
it's saying device is not connected. So you got to check your camera or something. StreamYards is not seeing your device. I know he's got a new computer, so he's been trying to use his new computer, and he's been posting pictures of it.
No,
and I'm looking forward to. All right, so this week was Spider-Man, and I know that Andrew went saw it.
Andrew went to see it, and what's his name said he was going out to see it.
James.
Yeah,
okay.
He was already back though, right?
No,
did we see a message from him?
I don't know.
Okay.
So I haven't seen it. I plan to go. I'm thinking about going and seeing it, but I'm definitely going to see Matrix.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Hey, Motorman, what's up? Sorry, I forgot to put the link out.
That's okay. I was having supper anyway.
Okay.
Oh, good enough. Good enough. So, anything you got going on, Mr. Motorman?
No, I just finished up my computer, and that's about it.
Okay. So, what did you build?
I got the what motherboard is that? The the B550A gaming, the strictly gaming computer.
Mm-hmm. And
What
like
makes it
how much
board?
RAM? Yeah.
I put in 64 gigs of Corsair.
Okay.
Jeez.
Who makes the board?
Asus.
Asus.
It's all
Okay.
Yep.
RGB.
Yeah.
All right. So you went with yeah, because you posted pictures of it, and it's got lots of the bling bling going on.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
like Auburn over here, but
Yeah.
even more.
9 fans. And I had to paint my GPU so it's white.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So that's the all white case, and yeah, okay. I saw the pictures. This gaming matters. Look good.
Can't get a good GPU.
You couldn't,
No,
or you could.
you can't.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, the store had one in stock, the 3090. They wanted 2100. And I said no thanks.
Just saying.
That's just crazy.
It's nuts.
I mean, that's crazy.
Then another guy was selling one, a used one. He said it was brand new, never used it, for $800.
Mm-hmm. So did you get it?
No, because I don't know.
You don't trust? Yeah,
You
because
don't trust him,
people.
right?
No,
Yeah,
trust
because
me.
all right. So the problem in so if you're using it for mining,
Mhm.
they run constantly.
Yeah,
That graphics cards run and run, the processor run and run and run, and you can beat up a graphics card. So what happens is these miners will buy a graphics card, burn the fuck out of it, or just abuse it, and then put it on eBay or Facebook and
Yep.
say, I want this much for it, and people don't
Mhm.
know that it's been.
and it's not hard
Yep.
to reseal it back up.
Nope, not at all.
But I'm happy with my 1660.
Yeah,
Okay.
1660 is not a bad card. I mean, it's just
No.
not.
Look, I paid $400 for that 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, the card that I have in here, which is a 1060. I mean, I was looking at people wanting like $150, $180 for it. I'm like, what? This
Yeah.
card is like 3 years old or 4 years old.
Mhm.
How can you get? But again, supply and demand,
Mhm.
as Donald says, it's there, and people can charge it.
Then they add COVID price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Octavia says that she hit a bump on the freeway and came back and album was done with the show. Yeah, Octavia's here on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
Again, our player pass show. It's fun. You guys need to join it. All you got to do is watch the movie, whatever we've watched for the week, and then you can join the discussion.
Gonna watch Spider-Man.
I'm thinking about that. I was going to ask everyone. I am close to possibly going to the theater. I really want to see Matrix though. So do I watch both, or I don't really want to watch both, but I definitely want to see Matrix.
Do they have a new Matrix out?
It comes out the 22nd or
22nd.
23rd.
The 22nd.
And it's
I
going
didn't
to
like
be.
the first ones.
Oh well, I
Oh.
did.
I did.
It's gonna be on HBO Max, as well as the theater the same day. But I feel like I want to go to the theater to see it.
Wait,
Well, you're gonna
COVID's
be
going now.
vaccinated, eh?
Do what?
Are you guys vaccinated?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's not an issue. To Beach, are you gonna go? I mean, because you even get the special spot in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what I'll probably do is I'll go to Spider-Man probably after the first year when school's back in and it's
Yeah.
not so freaking crowded,
Yeah.
So because I mean, like say today was last day for regular schools here, so I know it's good. I would like to go see Spider-Man on IMAX 3D because I think it would be good to see it that way. But I'm just gonna wait a couple weeks till everybody's back at college, everybody's back at school, go like 10 o'clock in the morning, where it's just us old fricks in there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I don't blame you. And it's
So
again.
yeah. So
Lots
we were
of people
talking about
like it.
Wednesday, so I had to smuggle in my freaking bottled water because I refused to pay $5 for freaking a bottled water at the theater. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about highway robbery.
Oh my gosh! Look at me. He's just look. He's choking on that.
Yeah.
Choking on it. I actually I love the bald eagle. I like that one. I like his bald
Yeah.
eagle. What about you, Alban? I mean, you looking to go to the?
I'm not going to go to the theater. I don't think. As much as maybe I would like to see Matrix, but here in New York, there's so many new cases popping up. I ain't going nowhere. I'll be fine at home. You know,
You can watch it at home.
I could watch it at home. I could hook up my projector if I wanted to.
So hook up that damn projector. You have
I
a
haven't had the time.
beautiful projector.
Yeah, but who wants to watch something in 8 feet across in your house?
I know what, I can wear a pocket tee when I go to see Spider-Man. I'll get you on Telegram and just have my phone sticking out of my chest pocket.
There you
There you go.
And every time you hear him crunching or drinking his water,
Yep.
Yeah.
don't get no popcorn at the beach. We don't want to be listening to popcorn.
He goes, I never knew Spider-Man farted so much. Well,
Yeah, right.
So Donald says tickets will be gone by now. And yeah, the first few days definitely it's going to be hard to get tickets for that. But I don't know. I wouldn't go to a movie early on, anyways. I'm kind of like the beach. I wait. I'll wait a little while. And I want a good seat, and I don't want a bunch of people around me.
Right.
So yeah, Octavia's the same way. She ain't mad, staying home. Yeah, I'm gonna try. And with Blue being here, she's not someone that can wait. If she knows the Matrix is out there and we can watch it on the TV, she's gonna be like, "We need to watch it."
You know what you have to do, right? You don't know how to stop her. Just put Lord of the Rings on.
Oh, yeah,
and walk away.
That gives me 9 hours.
I know that gives you 9 hours right there.
So a Motorman, you looking for you? So you didn't like Matrix?
I didn't really care for it.
Yeah. What about Spider-Man? Because Spider-Man, it's got what three villains in that one, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see the new one.
I know Andrew liked it.
Yeah.
It won't hit the theater here till about next year.
No.
No, it's
Yeah.
tomorrow. Today.
Not here.
Today.
It won't be.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Oh, Saskatchewan. Way in the
No,
boondocks.
it's Spider-Man. All right, so
We won't get it here, bet you, for 6 months. Guaranteed.
No way.
No.
No
Yep.
way.
We're just a little town.
Well, you don't. You got to. Well, you'll have to leave your town. You're gonna have to go out of town.
Yeah.
Let's
But
see.
I'm not vaccinated, so.
Well, and yeah, in Canada, I will say Canada's a whole different set of rules on their.
Oh, yeah.
When we were in the U.S.,
yeah,
I mean,
you get away with it.
Ain't nobody checking Jack unless you're going.
You can't even get a dozen beer at the liquor board store without it.
Wow.
Really? No, I can.
Yeah.
They don't check that here. I mean, if you go to sit down in a restaurant, yes, they check. If you sit down.
The
But,
LB, no, because it's government owned. The privately
Wow,
owned one, you can go.
Wow.
Well, that's Saskatchewan. I'm in Ontario. Ontario doesn't now. Again, it's for us. It's sit down restaurants. Just go down, sit down at any restaurant. You got a show.
Yeah.
Where when I was in the U.S., I never took that card out until I crossed the freaking border. But here in Canada,
They're strict.
Yeah, they're on top there. It's a different set of. There's one of the things I think that people need to do, and this is just a thought. I think people don't have you'll have a better perspective of the world and of your own life is if you have friends that are international. Because a lot of times people only know things that are within their small little bubble. And they'll say, well, that's what's happening everywhere. And until you talk to people outside of that small bubble, that you find out how different things are everywhere you are and how much you might have it better or worse than somebody else.
Yeah.
So highly, highly suggest. Son of the Watt, my backup channel should work.
Yeah.
I don't put nothing up there. I haven't uploaded anything on my backup channel. in a while. Cocoscope is gone. So if you're talking about Cocoscope,
Yeah.
Cocoscope is gone. But my backup channel should be all right. So Saskatchewan. I haven't been to Saskatchewan. That's like in the middle, right?
Yeah, freaking cold down here.
Mm.
Woke up to minus 39.
What?
Whoa.
Minus 39 with the wind.
Minus 39 Celsius. Yeah,
man.
it's today it was 0. It was 0 here.
So I worked half a day, came home.
How much snow do you have?
About 2.5 feet.
See, in Canada the U.S. is big. Canada's bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm in Ontario, and we've had warm days. Almost all the snow has melted in the last few days. We do have some snow where it was piled up, but it's you see the grass, but snow's coming. But
yeah. But you guys don't get as
70
cold
here
either.
today, so it wasn't bad.
70. Shut up, David. What was that, Motorman?
You guys don't get as cold, eh?
No.
Like last year, I remember we were fixing a tractor. It was minus 50 with the wind. It was nasty.
Yeah.
The States are having tornadoes. We're getting the cold.
Yeah.
Unreal in December, and they're getting tornadoes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
we've talked about that. You can't
BC
say there ain't
flooding.
some crazy weather. Ain't some crazy weather going on.
Yeah.
There is some crazy weather.
In
gonna look
BC,
up.
all that flooding. Well, they get 600 and plus millimeters of rain.
Yeah, they got a lot. I mean, enough that they're at one point in BC they were allowing people to go to the U.S. to get the essentials
Yeah.
because they couldn't do what they needed to do.
Somebody got fined for doing that.
Yeah, and I don't know how that's going to work out.
She needed gas.
Yes, and she went from from Canada, BC, British Columbia, and drove to the U.S., got gas, and then came back which it seems weird because the government said that people could do that,
Yeah.
and then she got fined. And I was reading the article and I said, she needs to just take that to court because you are
And that was a
already
hefty
allowed.
fine.
Yeah, it was like $1,800.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy.
Because
I
think you're only limited, 30 liters of fuel. That's a half a tank of fuel. Like, that's not very much gas.
No.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Todd, you see that from
Yeah, my backup channel. I'll have to check the link. Maybe I might have messed up when I copy and pasted the link.
Okay.
I did get Wi-Fi 6 finally today.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Yeah,
So what kind of router do you have to
I don't use a router. I just use their modem.
Oh, your ISPs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
Well,
it's
I saw
consistent.
you posted.
Like my speeds now are consistent over 400.
Nice.
The old modem was 400 one day, 9 the next day, 32 the next day. It was all over the place.
And who's your provider there now?
Access Communications.
Access. We just have to find out from other friends up there what they're using because I don't know if that's because where is Eddie located?
Regina.
No,
That's where they're
yeah.
out of.
Yeah. Well,
See, we're
Eddie's
a little
over in
town.
Quebec.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That.
Eddie's in Quebec.
Yeah, they'd have
Right.
different.
Yeah.
Different. Okay.
We only have two here, SaskTel and Access.
And
But
the
I
US
bitched at
does
them
the
last
same
week
way.
because they kept booking me every Friday. Yeah, we got that modem in. And every time 5 o'clock come around, they'd phone. Well, we don't even have them yet. So finally, they gave me 2 months of free service because I just hung up on them.
Right.
Nice.
So I told her I take time off to see you guys, and you shouldn't even book me if you don't have them.
Right.
So finally today,
That's
big
good.
difference.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at you'd done some screenshots. Yeah, you're like 458 download, 439, then then download. Then you have a 9.11 download.
Yeah.
And so,
Mhm.
and then
What
a
do you had
20
before?
download, then
Yeah.
back up to 66, then 455. So yeah, it was all over the place,
Yeah.
which
But the
makes
new one
streaming
is
very difficult.
the new now. I did 10 test results. And 450 it stayed around. 430.
Nice. Yep. Nice. Yeah.
And
I
we're
see that
paying
you got
$160 for that too. Like it's expensive.
Wait, you had to pay for the thing there? How much?
his internet. His internet.
Oh,
Internet. 160
$160 a month for
Oh,
450.
man.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
okay.
no,
Just
no.
for internet. And
Yeah.
nothing else.
That's all I
No
got.
TV.
No.
Jesus.
Jeez. I pay 89 for gigabit.
Holy cripe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah,
got
I
us
mean,
because there's only 2.
Yeah. And you're
Yeah.
kind of out in the boonies. So that's, again, another. And that happens in the U.S. too. So it's been. The U.S. does it. I've got friends that I've got family members that live outside the metro areas,
Yeah.
and you live out in some urban or
Rural.
some rural area.
Mhm.
You've got shitty internet, and you'll
Yeah.
pay more. That's the monopoly. The one plus you got SpaceX that's coming, and the other one by Amazon, and it does
Yeah.
give. One of my buddies has it, and he's getting like 120, 150 download, and it's not a bad price, about $100, and he's getting that consistent. Now that's supposed to be offered in U.S. and in Canada. Is supposed to be under that umbrella.
Mhm.
So hopefully people have more
Hopefully,
options.
Well, you know how much I was paying for 25?
No.
$90.
Wow. Oh, man.
But they've got us because there's only 2 providers here, and they're both the same. So either you pay it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You got no internet.
If you're going by satellite's even worse. You know, if you go from the, the regular, the real satellite stuff, not the SpaceX stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you get about 4 megabits a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But
All right,
they
so
are
hey, we're
working
gonna run.
They are working on 1 gig, but I'd hate to pay for that. I don't think I need it.
If you're paying 150 already or 160 already, no, you don't need to pay no more.
450,
No.
I think is good.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
all you're gonna need. I mean, shit. Really, most people don't need more than 100. 100 is
Yeah.
gonna take care of majority of people.
See, when I got this new motherboard, I didn't realize it didn't have Wi-Fi.
No?
No.
Does it have a
gaming
spot
one
on there? Gaming, yeah.
But I went and bought a Wi-Fi card.
Mm-hmm.
But I made sure it had Wi-Fi 6 with it.
Yeah.
'Cause I knew I was going to get it.
Yeah.
But Wi-Fi cards only like $40.
Yeah,
Not even. Some of them, the ones in well, I'm talking of the computer ones are cheap. They're cheap right now.
But the motherboard itself puts out 2 gig Ethernet.
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah.
You just gotta let
Right.
your internet catch up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I like the wired when I'm gaming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're gaming, you can't have any lag, or you want
No.
very little. So hey, I hate we're gonna run
Yeah, we
because
have
we're
to
at
run.
2 hours.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what
no
we're gonna
worries.
do here is like we normally do. We're gonna end the show here. Post the link on
It's in
Telegram.
streaming, man. It's
in Streaming Matters already. Anyone
Yeah.
that wants to join, you can join. Because I got to stop and go eat my dinner. All gonna run the chit chat.
One more thing.
Yep.
When my food came there, it was what was it, $22? No one had 40, so I met her outside, so I gave her $40. I thought she gave me my change. Fuck, I guess I gave her a tip. Give me the change.
$16 tip.
Yeah,
Wow, nice.
for cold food, I bet, right?
pretty much.
Yeah, especially if it's damn minus that much.
Minus something, yeah.
I was really shocked that she actually took off.
She don't. I guess she didn't bring no cash. She didn't bring no change.
She wasn't gonna chance it.
That's why I
Either
use
she
a
was from
card.
New York, you know.
I use a card, so I'm like, hey, I'll put that tip in there. So,
Well, she did have the
Motorman.
debit machine. Hello.
anything you want to say before we end the live show?
Thanks for having me on again. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Well, enjoy you coming on. Sorry we got the link to you late. Sorry I get sidetracked.
That's okay because I
Yeah, we
got to
got
eat early. So
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I haven't even eaten my dinner yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I've been drinking it. I've
Yeah.
been drinking my dinner.
that damn bald eagle's looking at me.
I know he's been eyeballing you the whole time.
Yep. He was pecking at you.
That's kind of
Don't be
funny.
Don't be talking about no Packers. All right, the beach. Anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, like I said, if you're going to sign up for TV Mate, feel free to hit up Dabs or Aubin. They'll be glad to assist you with any problems you have. That's just like I said, look for Dabs on Streaming Matters or Aubin. They're your TV Mate experts.
Yeah. And then we'll give you the beach's link. I love it. Hey, Aubin, anything you want to say before we go?
Listen, if you people do hit me up, I'll have to tell you all about the new IPTV service that the beach has that he's not giving out to everyone because he has that special link for it. But hey, at $10 a year, I'm
$10
really happy.
a year.
12,000 channels. You can't beat it. 12,000
$10 a year.
channels.
$10 a year.
Haven't had a
12,000.
buffer on me once.
That has a buffer.
I can't wait for
10
the show to end
connections?
so I
Is
can
it-
watch. Yeah.
10 connections.
Jesus. Here we go.
Sorry, we'll be
But
good.
okay, everyone, thank you so much for coming out. I promise you. Well, what are we doing? Are we going to be around next week? No, right?
No,
That's
no,
gonna be,
yeah. Next week is Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
You guys have a Merry Christmas.
You have a Merry Christmas. I'm gonna get my drunk on.
So nothing next week, and then nothing the week after, then, right? Or
But you're having a show on Wednesday, right?
yeah, well, Wednesday, but not the week
Yeah.
after that.
Aubin runs
No,
Wednesdays.
Yeah. Oh, listen to you. It's not my name on the back wall, okay?
This is Aubin says, "Don't you be starting this shit, trying to hand it off on me."
Yeah, I'm not a talker like you. It'll be a quick show,
Yeah, how can I make shows last 2 hours? I don't know how to do it.
Well, I took
Yeah,
Wednesday,
well,
Thursday,
wait till he
Friday.
starts with the. I can't make it on Friday, Aubin. Here's the topics
yeah.
you can cover.
Yeah.
I'll try to pop in if later
Yeah.
I can.
Yep. Going out to eat with Blue,
Yeah, well, we had anniversary. We had our anniversary last Wednesday. 1 year married
Congrats.
anniversary. So it was.
Oh,
We went out
congrats.
Wednesday. Thank you. It was a.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like it. See, in some aspects,
Yeah,
it
it went
feels
quick.
like it's been quick. But
Yeah.
on some aspects, it feels like it's been 3 or 4 or 5 years long.
Well, it goes.
It's hard.
Because you weren't together. That's why.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. Well,
Long but
congrats,
short.
though.
Thank you.
Anyhow.
You'll find
So-
time flies now.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, hey, let's go.
Okay.
So you guys go to the after show, and then you can. Hey, well, I can't share my TV Mate because I'll be offline. So thanks for you guys joining the show. We'll see what happens on Wednesday. Excuse me. Wednesday was what movie, Aubin?
The Unforgivable.
Unforgivable. That's what you are.
Isn't
So,
that
all right,
what's
so we
your
got
name
that.
of the movie?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
So look, we already got Nookie jumping in here. All right, so let's
Yeah.
run out of here.
Okay.
So we'll see you guys. Watch the show. We'll talk to you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with us.